Hi, my name is Elfas Masanga. I work for Slow Food Kenya. I'm the coordinator for Slow Food Youth Network in Kenya. I also do the communication part of the Slow Food Youth Network in Africa. I'm very happy to be here today to have joined the Slow Food Uganda Slow Food Youth Network Uganda in this food camp. And the reason why we decided to join this event is one because we talk of agriculture in Kenya, agriculture in Uganda, agriculture in Africa. So many young people take agriculture to be a job for all people. They don't take agriculture as a career. That's why you go to our university, so many young people are not taking agriculture. They see this job to be an odd job, to be a job for all people. And what we're trying to do what we're trying to pass through this food camp is that we are trying to pass the message to young people to tell them that agriculture is still a career. Agriculture still remains to be an opportunity for us to engage in. You don't need land for you to invest in agriculture. There are so many value chain, agroecology value chain that young people can participate in. They can do the part of value addition. Let the farmers produce because you don't have land, but now you as a young people with innovation, with the technology, you participate in the issue of value addition. You package those products to add value. This food camp, has been of its count. I never participated in the first, event of food camp, but with my team, I organized like 17 Kenyans to come here. I also organized in total we are 18 Africans, 18 people from other African countries. And the reason why we decided to bring these young people from other African countries is because they need to learn on whatever is happening in food. Mostly young people don't participate in food production. They take, a role of food production to be left to their parents. They believe that food should be produced by their fathers. So they don't understand the politics of food. They don't understand whatever is happening in terms of food consumption and the healthy food. So through this food camp, they're able to understand whatever is happening in terms of food. Food is politics. Food is all about all other issues. But now, if young people, we are the future food leaders. We are the future, food producers. If they're able to understand well where the food is coming from and how this food is produced, we believe that we shall be going to have a generation that knows how to produce food, the generation that is minding whatever they are consuming in terms of health-wise of the food. Currently in Kenya, a lot is happening. Nobody is taking care of whatever they're eating as food. I'm a farmer. I produce food in a way that is not sustainable. I want to make 20 millions. You die, then I make 20 millions. I don't care about your health. But now through this food camp, these young people understand all about whatever they need to eat as food. And we do appreciate the Slow Food Uganda, the Slow Food Uganda for organizing this event. Having visited Uganda for my 4th time, I will say I really appreciate Uganda because of their great biodiversity. Uganda still eats their own food. While back in our country, Kenya, whatever you're eating as food, it's not our own food. It's not our own local food. We have adopted the lifestyle that's not ours. So we do appreciate whatever is happening in Uganda because they have tried as much as possible to continue eating their own local food. In this food camp, we have been eating different varieties of matoke, and this shows how diverse Uganda is. They not only have one variety of matoke, they don't have, improved varieties of matoke, but they still grow their own food. So this is a lesson I'm taking back home in that people should continue eating their own food. People should continue growing their own food. People should continue promoting their own, local traditional food, so that through this we are able to be having the issue of food sovereignty. And when you have the food sovereignty, this goes in line with the food sovereignty. So as part of our campaign, also as youth, when we came here from Kenya, we came in with over 2,000 seed balls, and through this food camp, we have been able to distribute over 2,000 seeds. Ole Africana is a variety that I believe very well can do well here. We also distribute some Sesbania. This is a fodder crop that is used to feed the livestock, and also it's used to boost on the soil fertility. So what I'm trying to communicate is that as young people, let's participate in the issue of climate change. And climate change, when you're able to plant our own trees, when you're able to plant indigenous trees, when you're able to plant so many trees, we'll be able to bring back the rains that we used to experience so many years ago. So we appreciate the Slow Food Uganda. Thank you for organizing this event. Yeah, the reason why so many young people are talking agriculture as a career is because of giving an example of Kenya. You go to a college, you do an agricultural course, whatever you live from university is not the education they really wanted. Our education system is so corrupted. Our education system is being funded by the multinational who have their own interests. So whenever graduates, whenever students, whenever we leave university, we don't live with a knowledge in agroecology. So many few institutions are supporting, agroecology. So many few institutions are supporting sustainable agriculture. The reason being is because of the, the World Bank, the multinational, they have their own interests, and this making, not so many young people to be attached to food. They don't understand where food is coming from. So the reason why, this push is being pushed is because of multinational. They have their own interests. They have their own self-interest on pesticides. They have their own interest on pushing on GMOs. They have their own interest on selling seeds. And when we adopt, when we follow whatever they're telling to us, as Africans, we'll lose our own food sovereignty. As Africans, we lose our own diversity. So far, we have lost like 75% of our crop and animal variety. And, we are only surviving with 25. The more we adopt to modern seeds, the more we adopt to GMOs, we will lose our own culture. So my takeaway message is that let's try to adopt our own sustainable solution. Let's try to adopt our own education system. Let's support our local farmers, and when we do this, we'll be able to build our local economies in the community. We'll be able to support our local farmers, and this means that we shall have good, clean and fair food for everybody, and this will boost on food security and food sovereignty.
My name is Irene Natunda Kananura, and I'm acting as the National Youth Coordinator for Global Youth Biodiversity Network. It is the UN Youth Platform and Convention for Biological Diversity. And for this slow food camp, I thank the organizers first of all, because it was actually beyond my expectations. I had never been in such a big camp. I've been to small camps of family, friends, but I hadn't been in such an educative camp, which is a great achievement to me, and I really like it. First of all, as the theme of the camp, youth reconnection with food systems transformation, it really makes sense that young people are really vibrant and they are coming up to organize such events that are rallying youth voices or youth ideas on the topic of food. Food is important, food is life, and it really needs advocacy because the current rising prices of food are really scaring. Yet Uganda used to be a food basket via Africa. We no longer have food. That shows something, and it needs us really to wake up, stand up. And the fact that young people are really vibrant, they are flexible, we are young, we can take the lead in this. That's why we are coming up to take part, and we are very happy to always participate in such events, and we are always willing to share ideas. And this was really amazing, the fact that youth are going to learn. We've already started learning. Like today we had a field work, a nature walk, call it a biodiversity walk, whatever it is. But it was really interesting. To me, one of the most interesting things, I got to see a vanilla plant that I had never seen before. I was just seeing it on Google. And the funny thing is, like, I realized actually what I thought were the vanilla pods were actually leaves, and I got to see the pods today. So that was really interesting. And the experience in the wild, fruit correction in the wild was really interesting. I got to know something called matungulu that I had never tasted before, though it really tasted weird, but it was really amazing. So thank you so much, and we are really expecting more of these. We liked the meat last night, the roasted meat, because some of us from our tribes, really meat is almost like a staple food, and I was really happy to have that. And then connecting with different people, like-minded people, because I really understand the fact that biodiversity covers a lot of things, including forests, including wildlife, including food, which is one of our main themes right now. So people talking about food, people experiencing food actually opens their minds, because we are all working towards one noble cause of achieving food security in the country, and this is really important. So if youth catch up and we continue to get such events, really, this will help youth to really understand the topic, and they'll keep on engaging. Hence, we shall be able to achieve food security through youth advocacy. Thank you.
My name is Thierry Ngendakumana. I come from Rwanda in Kigali. I work with Slow Food Rwanda. and also I'm a coordinator of Slow Food Youth Network Rwanda. Here we are just helping or collaborating with our colleagues from Sfin, Uganda, where we are in the Good Food Camp. Good Food Camp is the way of organizing youth, putting them together to learn many things about the food. So here on this journey from yesterday, we have learned a lot. We have learned a lot. We have seen many things which are very different from what we have in our country. We try to learn many things. On my side, I see how the people are enjoyed many things. Like they have matunguru ones, the plant which also are in my country, Rwanda, but the people are not yet used to eat the plants because they don't know if the plant is consumable. But now I get some knowledge that people can also use the matunguru one. So other thing I learned from this camp is the way we can treat our biodiversity, many things that we can also improve our source of plantation, like the vanilla one, how we treat vanilla, how to do a pollination on vanilla. And also I expect to learn more from this Good Food Camp because it's very, very interesting for the youth, and we wish that all the people can join us and also can also put power together with the Slow Food to do many work on biodiversity and also on climate change. So I thank you for your work and also the collaboration. The youth for nowadays doesn't like the agricultural activity. Firstly, we need to improve the mobilization and also sensibilization for the youth. That showing them the way they can increase their income through the agricultural activities, because the agricultural activities is a wide one. They have to do like a business into agriculture. They have to do many things about the agriculture. So agriculture has many varieties of activities instead of spending their time. So in Rwanda, we are still struggling for that issue because the youth, they don't understand the value of being the agricultural entrepreneurs. But now, slow by slow, we are still mobilizing them and showing them the examples of the people who apply the agricultural activities, and mostly they understand the value of agriculture in their life. So that's why they have already changed their mind. There is a mind change for them. And also we are struggling for improving the mobilization and sensibilization. And also the government have also applied some rules for them and also help the youth or encourage them to go into the agricultural activities.
My name is Rachel Nansubuga. I'm a lawyer by profession and I'm a farmer by passion. So I work with Slow Food. Yeah, and when I heard about the Good Food Camp, my expectations were high because I expected to learn a lot, like to understand, because the theme was like involving youth to create a good food system. So of course my expectations were that I could really come and we could learn a lot as youth. So like I expected to learn about agroecology, particularly biodiversity. I expected to learn about different modes of preparing good food, then what is clean food, first of all what is good food. So all those were my expectations, and I was also interested in learning how is this thing done. Like I've been hearing the biodiversity, but then I really wanted to appreciate the concept. intercropping, how is it done? Yeah, those were my expectations, and to my amazement, so far my expectations have been met. Like when we arrived yesterday, like the scene of the event, other venue could tell it all, because nature could speak. Like you could only see green, you could feel life, you could feel nature. It is silent, like you could really enjoy the essence of nature. Then when it came to morning, like even yesterday, like we learned about food, we learned how food is grown, why not to use chemicals. We learned a lot during the night discussion. So in the morning when we came, and in the morning when we went for the walk, we really learned a lot, because we found out that people had real prepared. Like you could just move and everything you could see was real relevant. From the little grass you step on, it would really make a meaning to everything. Like it really made sense. And we saw different crops intercropped. Like we saw banana, coffee, and then vanilla, plus some variety of trees, local variety of trees, of local trees. They were intercropped and they looked very, very healthy and very productive. Like it gives hope. Like it shows, even those, like it wasn't the harvesting period for vanilla, but you could tell by the number of those beans which were hanging, they really looked healthy. And then when we continued, like we found out very, very many interesting things, and they were real amazing. Like we learned a lot. Like me personally, I learned that you can do biodiversity like in your own sense, because it is not, first of all, it is not like there is no pressure. Like you can do it on your pace, because you do this and that and that and that, and all of them seem to be productive. So the next thing I could talk about is someone who has not been here. Like they have really missed a lot, but as you, like it is now our responsibility, because the vision is clear that we are looking for a future with good food, health food, and clean food. So it is our responsibility not to stop from seeing, but to go back and implement the same, and also teach those who are not able to come here. So this camp has really been so good, because it tells it all that farming is no longer about, maybe it's not for those, like the way in Uganda they have been, like they had named it, it's for the rich. If it's not for the rich, it is for those who failed in life. Like if you don't have anything to do, then you go and dig. But then it's turning, like when I saw you turning up to come for this event, educated people yearning to learn how good food is grown, how clean food is prepared, and all that, it will give a future that, it will give an image that the future is bright concerning the good food system. So we will hope for the best. Yeah.
Thank you.